I'm Dawn Gashir, and I'm an empowerment life coach. And today I want to focus around our health and around particularly for those of you who are journeying through cancer or have before, and you are now in remission. And that's because of my own journey. So what I'm going to do today is, as an empowerment life coach, I have realized through my own journey and my own recent diagnosis with breast cancer that living empowered is what it's all about. So I'm going to take you through my own journey, but while I'm taking you through that, it's so that all of us who receive this diagnosis around cancer or some chronic health issue that we're going to be living with, and things that happen to us around our health, and especially through a pandemic, we are in a lot of health crises. What do we do to keep empowered? What do we do to live empowered through that? How do we live intentionally so that we're in choice as much as possible with all of these external health issues coming at us, either for a loved one, someone we love, or for ourselves? So my journey begins on June 8th. I was diagnosed months ago this year with breast cancer. And I got the call from the doctor at 5:20 on a Tuesday night. And of course, was just spent the evening reeling, deciding who was I going to share that with and what was I going to do. But really, it was all surreal and I was in shock. And I got up the next morning, and I have this practice that's really important and empowering for me in the mornings of journaling. And I write 3 to 4 pages. They're called morning pages. And I write them every morning. And I found myself, while I was still in shock with this new diagnosis, I found myself journaling around, how do I want to show up every day? I'm scared. I have fear. I'm in shock right now. And what are my big concerns around this? What do I fear? And what do I really believe? What beliefs, what ways of being as an empowerment coach? What kinds of tools do I have in my toolkit? But really, what are some of the mantras that I've always lived by? And what do I want to do? And of course, there's this Mary Oliver quote that I love, which is, tell me, what is it you plan to do with this one wild and precious life, your one wild and precious life? And what a question, right? So in my journaling, I wrote 10 cancer commandments. That's what I called them. They're really guideposts. They were purposeful things I already believed. Everything in them I already believe, I already try to live, but which 10 were going to carry me through this journey and come alongside of me, empowering me every day. And really, this is something that anyone can do. You don't have to be facing a health crisis to do this. And I offer a workshop as well on this, writing your own 10 guideposts, your own 10 commandments. And everyone really would benefit from doing this, right? Because it's all about living intentionally and making sure you're living on purpose. But when you face a health crisis, like I did, it becomes even more important for managing around our fear, for navigating everyday life, for bringing us back to center. And that's what the 10 Commandments have done for me. So my 10 Commandments every day, I have memorized them. After I first journaled that day, I shortened them to make them very short and sweet, very memorable. Then I recorded them on a voice memo on my phone. And now what I do with these 10 Commandments is I actually listen to them over and over. Even though I have them memorized, I'll journal on them other mornings. If I feel that that's what I need, I'll return to them because they keep me grounded. And when I kind of wander off from the ways I want to be going through this cancer, they just pull me back as a reminder. They don't make me feel guilty because I know that everyday life is going to happen and I show myself a lot of grace. That's what empowerment is about too, right? But they just pull me back. Oh, yes, this is how I want to live. This is who I really am. This is the way I'm going to go through this cancer. Fear is not going to rule the day. And the unknown and my health and battling chemotherapy right now, that's not going to be where I live, is just completely down and shut down through this. How am I going to keep going? And even how am I going to rest? How am I going to make sure that I'm taking care of my health, taking care of this body? And I've started to get so close and intimate with this body. So for you, in going through coaching that's focused around chronic health issues, that's focused around perhaps a cancer diagnosis for you, and you've just been dealt this blow, what are you going to do to stay empowered? How are you going to live intentionally? And tell me, what is it you're going to do with this one wild and precious life? That's a question that our coaching will answer for you. We will answer that question by listening to what's in you, by listening to really your own guideposts, your own commandments for living. And that's how you're going to stay in choice as much as possible with all of this coming at you. That's how you're going to stay empowered.